Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Tammy and we're doing a get ready with me. If you're new here, that's what we do here. Daily get ready with me's for the most part. I want to do maybe one palette, two eye looks. So I'm just going to do a different eye look on both eyes. I want to use the Solomane 2 palette, but I might use another Oden's eye palette with it. We will see. And I say that because would I use this palette on its own? I would if I'm only using this row right here. But if I'm going to do a blue or purple look, I probably wouldn't. Because I would want some sort of neutral. But you know what? I guess I could use these two mattes right here and incorporate these to create a look with blue and purple. So I did grab this palette here as well, the Spring Dragon palette, Oden's Eye plus Judy. I love the print on this palette. That is so pretty. This one here is a bit more neutral. Like we have these here, and there's a brown in here. I kind of wanted to stick with Oden's Eye on the eyes and not... Sometimes if there's a palette I have I'm using and there's no neutrals that I want to use, I'll grab for another palette. There's also this matte right here that I could use, but I think I'm not going to use anything in here. At least I think so. I think it'd be between these two palettes, but who knows? I might just stick with this one. I want to see, like, what two looks would I create with this palette, and we'll just do it in one video. I'll keep the cover off this one just in case. All right, so for foundation, what are we going to use? Skin is prepped. I think we should use something I haven't used in a while. I mean, I do have a few foundations I'm trying to get used up. Let's put on some of this Lumi Glow to start. I'm going to use this as a base. Mostly because I don't like this, but I feel like maybe if I had this in a different shade, I possibly would like it. I know many people use this as their foundation because it is a skin tint, but I don't like it as a skin tint. Not on me anyways. Speaking of skin tints, I went on the old Instagram this morning and L'Oreal has a new skin tint coming out. Do I remember the name of it? No, I do not, unfortunately. I just quickly glanced at it and sent it to my friend group that we have on Instagram. And yeah. I really like the friend group that I have on Instagram. Although there's a couple of ladies who are also in it and they're not on very often, but I think it's because they're not really on Instagram often. Even Andy's not on Instagram often, but she does pop in. You know. But I like it because we either hype each other up about things that are coming out beauty-wise, or we try and, you know, give advice and talk each other out of buying things. Like, would you use it? Would you not? Do you think it's worth the price? It's very, very helpful, actually. And then some of us, I won't name any names, Andy may go ahead and impulse buy something. It's funny. Hey, I know what Andy ordered and I think she's gonna actually like it. Even though I myself haven't tried it. But what she impulse bought yesterday, it's on my wish list for this year. So I'm looking forward. I'm not gonna say what she got because when she gets it and she decides to use it, I'm gonna send you guys her way to go check it out. Because I'll be checking out her video when she gets what she impulsively bought yesterday, because I want to see. Alright, so that's on. Does it look bad? No. Could I... What it is that I don't like about it, so to me, coverage-wise, it's perfect. I think what I don't like about it is I don't like how it makes my skin up. You got to be really up close, but I don't know if the camera will show. The e.l.f. Well, I had it. I gave it to my daughter. I mean, I did use one up and I bought another one or something like that. Pretty sure. The e.l.f. It's the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star. That thing you can put on your face and then you go on with foundation whenever. I had the e.l.f. one. I love that thing. I was putting it all over my face, blending in like foundation. And that's what I would wear as my foundation. I wouldn't, like, I wore it as a foundation. But then when I actually started paying attention to how my makeup was looking and whatnot, I thought that it was making me look Tin Man-ish. Now this one, because I can see it on my skin. Like, it looks different on my skin than it does. Oh, it's not even blended in over here. I don't like how this on its own looks on my face. Where's my sponge? So I want to use it up. So my intention is to use it up by wearing it under foundations. But the e.l.f. one, I mean, I used to love that thing. Like I said, I put it on and wear it as a skin tint or foundation. Until I realized, like, man, this makes me look metallic. Even though others said that it didn't look like that to them. Anyways, we all have our preferences. I personally do not like this. I don't like how it looks on my skin. If I'm gonna pick, I'd definitely rather use the... I'd rather use the Lumi lotion. Because at least that doesn't have a... It's not a skin tint. That just gives my skin a glow. Which I prefer that over this. I don't like the kind of glow this one gives. It does look better though after I take the sponge over. Anyways, L'Oreal has a new skin tint. It isn't out yet, but it should be soon, hopefully. I would like to try that. Okay, so we have this on. Do I feel hydrated or anything? No. Let's use... This is at the halfway mark. This is nice. But what foundation have I not used for a bit? What one's older? I don't even know. Some of these foundations are my favorite. Oh my gosh. I wish I could tell how much was left in this Rimmel one. Oh no, this one's halfway too. Okay. I can see it. So the Revlon Illuminance one, I can see it. It's down to here. And then of course I just tipped this one, but this L'Oreal one is sitting about here. So not bad. It's nice. Like, I like seeing movements. There's only one foundation that I have that I'm kind of like, which is the Marcel Flawless one. Should I use this one? This one's up to here. No, I don't want to use that one. I think that's my least favorite foundation at the moment. What am I looking for? Is there a foundation in this drawer? Oh, that's the L'Oreal. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's use the L'Oreal True Match. I love foundations that have pumps on them. I do have the Rimmel one too. This is one of my newer ones. This one, I mean, that one's still quite full. This should be, I'm going to say with this product, if you have it, the Covergirl Skin Enhancer Trueblend, flip it upside down so that when you pump it, the product is down here. I keep forgetting and putting it in here like that. Flip it upside down so that the product is down here when you pump it. Pump it real good. Okay. I have a t-shirt and a hoodie on. I woke up this morning. The AC's off, but we kept it connected and then ran the fan. So it's cold in here this morning. And I don't have matcha this morning. I didn't even make a protein shake yet. I made brown sugar cinnamon coffee, which is yum. I didn't use brown sugar though. I used dehydrated maple syrup. What's the best way to explain what it is? It tastes like brown sugar, but it's maple syrup. Do you guys want to see what I'm talking about? Grace thought it was oatmeal. She's like, Mom, why are you putting oatmeal in your coffee? I'm like, I'm not. It's brown sugar. It's from Rogers, which I don't know. Is Rogers a Canadian brand? Yep, Canadian owned and operated. Okay. So it's from the brand Rogers. It's called Maple Crunch. It's 100% pure dehydrated maple syrup. So I bought this a little bit ago so that if I'm having something and I don't want to add sugar to it or I just want a little sweetness, I'll just add like a little bit of this. It gives a nice crunch. 4 grams of sugar for 2 teaspoons. I don't know if this is any different than brown sugar. Like maple syrup and brown sugar, yes, they're different. But I bought it thinking maybe it'd be less sugar than a teaspoon of brown sugar. But yeah, it's just, it says you can use it in smoothies, salads, granola, parfaits. I put a teaspoon, or I might have done a tablespoon actually, in my coffee. How much did I put in there? Maybe not quite a tablespoon, but lots of cinnamon. Cinnamon in coffee is so good. And it's not overly, like, it's not sweet. It doesn't taste sweet anyways. You could also, I made it for Grace once. She did drink it. I used the brown sugar for her though. Or I might have done brown sugar and honey actually for her. Because there was this drink on Instagram. And I was like, hey, let's make that. It was really good. I have to look it up. But I like just doing 2 tablespoons of Nescafe coffee or whatever ground coffee you have. Unless you do fresh brew. I didn't do fresh brew coffee this morning. I didn't want to wait to make it. Because I have to French press it. I wasn't up for doing that this morning. But yeah, I did 2 tablespoons of Nescafe. You could use whatever you have around. Could be Folgers. Could be, what's all the brands out there for coffee that are instant? I don't know. Columbia? No. That looks nice. Yeah, 2 tablespoons instant coffee. You could probably do a teaspoon or a tablespoon of brown sugar or whatever sweetener you want to use. And then a teaspoon or more of cinnamon. Mix that in the bottom of your mug and then put your hot water in. And then if you want to use creamer or not, some people don't. I used a little bit of cinnamon cookie dough, Earth's Own creamer, and I like it because it isn't sweet. It's like a nice, I don't know, it isn't sweet though, and I think it's done with almond milk. I went ahead yesterday too, and what did we do? We went to the pet store, got Grace a bigger fish tank because she wanted to get 2 more fish, and we were like, that's fine. We got her like a small tank to start her out with, and we said, if you can keep your fish alive for a month or so, we'll get you more. She wanted, her first fish did die. That was whatever. So we went and got her 2 new fish. One of them did die because they ended up with, one of you guys reminded me what it was called. Anyways, it had a bladder thing. So that one passed away. The other one's still thriving. She wanted to get 2 new fish though. And we went in there, talked to the people, got her a bigger tank. She's gonna keep the other tank so that when she's cleaning out her bigger one, she can put the fish over so that they have a place to be. I was like, that's fine. Got her a bigger tank, got her 2 new fish. I'm like, please don't ask for anything else for a while. Like, jeez. She's like, yeah, maybe like in a month or two, I might ask for some more fish. I'm like, calm down, please. Calm down. Does anybody else's kids just think you have money all the time? I mean, we're not broke, but maybe somebody is picking up on mom's spending habits. Although I've been cutting back lately. We don't have packages arriving at our door like several times a week. I've been using my habit tracker. If you're new here, guys, I do long get right with me's, not short. I apologize if you're not into long chit chatty get right with me's, but that's what we do here. But I have my habit tracker here, and it says for my no buying, so far we're on May 5th. I did order on May 1st, but the other 3 days I haven't. And then we have today. Today's not over, so I'm not marking today off for the no buy. Reason being, stuff happens. I could end up online and buy something. I will say last night before I went to bed, because I went to bed at 10:30, mostly because I was like, if I don't go to bed, I may order something. Because I was watching Patty, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. Contour. What's her last name? Her name is Patty. She kind of looks like one of my nieces, or how I think my niece could possibly look when she's older. She's very, very pretty. But she's got like the blue eyes, dark hair. Her name is Patty, right? I hope so. But she was showcasing the new Charlotte Tilbury lip pencils, which I do have one on my wish list. I know, you're like, Tammy, you don't wear lip liner. In my mind lately, I've been thinking, man, you know how nice it'd be just to do like a lip liner, fill it in, and throw a clear gloss or something over? So, that could be my future. I still have like the lip products that I have, but I was like, that would be a nice lip combo. So I have the lightest Charlotte Tilbury one. You know, like her new one, it's like you can outline your lip with one side and then fill it in with the other side. So she was showing those. I definitely like the light one and then the medium one, but I was like, realistically, the light one is probably best suited for me. Very pretty color. And again, I have so many glosses I could top it over. I also like her new lip gloss, but is it worth 40 something dollars Canadian? I don't know. I don't really hear anybody talk about her stuff, like her lip products very often. At least like not the everyday person. The only people I ever do is people who are influencers, and not me kind of influencer, like someone who has like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I only hear those kind of people, and then like those kind of influencers, and then you never hear them talk about the stuff again. So there are things I will buy just because I want to buy it and try it for myself. Sometimes though, can I be influenced? Yeah, I can. But it's like, unless I really, really want to try something. Oh, so I've talked about this in the past before. Tell me why I still haven't bought it. The Charlotte Tilbury Quad has like blush, highlighter, but she also has a new one that she's re-releasing where it's the 2 bronzers and 2 highlighters, I think, or it's the 2 bronzers and like a lighter one and a darker one, and then a blush and a highlighter. I can't remember what order it is, but what one would be better? I'm thinking the one that I was originally going to get was 2 highlighters and 2 glowy blushes, but maybe that's why I haven't bought it. I have to go look at it, but Patty pulled out hers, and she said she loves the bronzers, and she swatched them, and I was like, yeah, I like that too. So we'll see. I have to think realistically, if I had that, how often? I know not everybody likes, excuse me, I know not everyone is into having... Do we give my Coco Cabana a break today and use L'Oreal Lumi? Oh, I didn't even use it yesterday. What? I need a bronzer. It's like, realistically, would I use it? If it's 2 bronzers, a blush, and a highlighter, definitely. If it's 2 bronzers and 2 blushes, yes. If it's 2 bronzers and 2 highlighters, that's in the quad, because I can't remember off the top of my head. Possibly. I'd have to look and see again. Because again, not everybody is into like having multiple products in a palette. Me, I'm all for it. I like it. I'm looking for a bronzer. So this is the Covergirl Trueblend Skin Enhancer Contour Balm. What the heck is this? Oh, what do I want to use? So I'm going to use the one Sculpted, which you can see it's more a bronzer shade. The one you guys usually see me use is Defined. As you can see, I use Defined as a contour color. These are nice. Would I repurchase them though? Probably not. Only because I have things I like better. But these are good, especially for drugstore. But I'm going to use the shade Sculpted to add some bronze color. It's still kind of on the cool tone side. But the other one is more cool toned. What's up, bug? Huh? Are you? That's fine. Oh, okay. That's fine. So that's that. Yeah. Still gotta get things checked out. I'm gonna blend this out. Sorry, that was Grace. She's telling me something that you guys don't need to hear. That is a nice bronze color though. Just blend this in. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Charlotte Tilbury. So she's re-releasing something that was limited edition. I wonder why she just doesn't make those quad palettes, the ones with the bronzer, blush, highlighter, whatever. Why she doesn't just make it permanent, especially if it's something that sells. I like this color. I need my mirror so I can double check. That's a nice bronze color. My skin's definitely looking glowy. Okay, I'm debating if I want to use the L'Oreal Lumi the Glass or the Covergirl. I'll use the Covergirl one because I like it less than the other one. I'm going to use it the same way I use the NARS, the multiple stick and Coco Cabana. I love that thing. So is this the brush that I used though? Well, I don't remember, but we'll give it a go. So this is, it'll be in the description box what the product is and the color. But it is another CoverGirl Trueblend Skin Enhancer Pearl Highlight Balm in the shade of Moonlight. But I'm going to put it on the same way I do my NARS one. You can put it directly on the face, but I'd rather just take my brush and do it this way. Probably shouldn't put it on my forehead since I have a big forehead, but whatever. Anyways, that's how I'll be using that as well. I need to remind myself I have that. And yeah, it does pretty much what the NARS one does. Alright, for bronzing powder, I didn't grab one. Let's do my eyebrows first. Actually, I'm not going to use this one. There's a brow pencil, I think, that's almost empty. Hair clip. Let's put you right there. What the heck's in here? Let's see if we can use up this Annabelle one. Because look, it resharpened itself again. I know this one's on its last leg as well, but every time it's self-sharpening, so every time I put the cap on and take it off, it's resharpened and there's more product. There's no real true way, at least that I can tell, if this is like almost gone or not. To me, it's the brow pencil that just keeps on giving. Almost like that e.l.f. foundation. Every time I pick it back up, it feels like it refilled itself. Matt's still on the, we're not getting another cat. The only cat we can get is a bald cat. And I'm like, heck no. I'm actually contemplating, not right now, but in the next couple of months, of slowly picking up things for a cat and putting it aside so that I have it. With that being said, though, Matt is allergic to cats, so I need to make sure that when the time comes and I do get a cat, because I am getting a cat, that I get one that's hypoallergenic. I know he also misses having a cat, but he doesn't want to see us crying over something happening. I mean, things happen. And I'm like, I already know I said I was never getting another cat again. But, you know, my mind has been changing lately. I miss having a cat. Yeah, I know shit happens. What happened to Luna was actually pretty unfortunate. But I miss having a fur ball running around and getting into shit. Causing chaos. And Grace is too big to be running around getting into shit, causing chaos. She'd knock everything over. Well, you would. You gonna jump up here? All right, brows are done. I need a bronzer. This is what I don't like. I put things in certain areas so they're closer to me, but now I feel like they're even farther apart. And I don't think I have a bronzer here. I still have a basket here because there's still stuff in here that I want to use. Ooh, maybe I'll use those for blush today. That would be a nice combo. Yeah, what the heck, Tammy? I need to grab a blush. Not blush. I need a bronzer. I guess I should use this. What's my least favorite bronzer right now? Is it this one? Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Holy moly, everything's going flying. I think one of my least favorite bronzers right now, not because it's a bad bronzer, because it's so pigmented, is the Makeup by Mario one. The Softsculpt bronzer, powder bronzer. It's in the shade Light. I feel like it's cool tone, so well actually, you know, it's more neutral, leaning on warm. I almost feel like, is this the lightest one? I have to go Google it. It's almost too dark. It's very pigmented. So I'm literally just gotta really just dip the brush in to not get too much product. Yes, there's makeup on the inside of my hood. I threw this on yesterday for like a good half hour while we ran out, and I ran it against my face, so I'm just like, whatever. Yeah, this is a nice bronzer, but it's pigmented. I gotta work out today. Just whatever's left down there. Okay. For blush, I'm going to do Rare Beauty in the shade Encourage, because it's cool tone, and I think this will go nicely with the tones that are in these palettes. We'll blend this out. That's a pretty color. My brushes are all washed, but I am waiting for them to dry some more. One dot of this blush would actually be better, but I want to make sure I stay blushed up. And I'm just going to take the sponge right over the edge. I'm definitely like that glow. It's like glowy. This is pulling through. Alright, then we're going to powder the face before I go any further. So we'll go over the eyes first so that this is set for eyeshadow. Okay, and then we'll take this brush here and put this. It also just helps soften up any blush that got right here, which is fine. Perfect. I'll keep this out just in case I need it again. And then we're going to go into the Tower 28 blush. This one's in the shade, it's the GetSet blush, the Blur Set Matte Powder Blush. This one's in Samo Spritzer. I think it goes perfect with that blush from Rare Beauty. And we'll just put some of this on. What a pretty blush. It's definitely a soft looking blush. And then if you're just like, whoa, just we are going to spray the face later, so don't worry about anything looking powdery. Does it look powdery? No. Ooh, I don't like how my upper lip looks. Yeah, I just find that L'Oreal Le Tint, it sticks to places on my face and my nose. The rest of the face though with it on is fine, but I don't like how it looks in this area. But, you know, whatever. Alright. Let's get to the eyes. I'm just going to grab some brushes. And then we'll put these face brushes out of the way off to the side. Okay, let me open these palettes so I can see what we're working with. I might not need that. Okay, so we're definitely going to go into the Solomane palette. And I think I'm going to go into this one first because I want to use this matte right here. I want to keep it with Oden's eye and not go into another brand. I just want to see like how, oops, wrong shade. I just want to see how... So it's like a nice, light, dusty, almost like a peachy mauve, but not too peachy. Not really mauve. Actually, it's not even mauve. It's more like a peachy pink. Or, no, beige. Peachy beige. I want to start both eyes off with this shade. Try not to lean so you guys are only seeing my top of my head. All right. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to go into this purple right here. It's the same brush. Then I'm going to go into this shade right here. I'm going to go into this purple. Yes, I'm layering colors to get this to how I want it to look. Gonna go back into this purple. Just to blend over the edge of that. I'm gonna go into these two. And then we're gonna go into this one. Then I show you guys, I went back into that one. Okay, I'm gonna go into this shimmer right here, starting out. That looks like a Morgan shade. I'm gonna put that one in the middle. And then I'm gonna take this one here and put that at the front. Go back into this one. There is a darker one right here. I'm gonna go back into this one. Nothing on this finger. I just want to make sure they're merged together. That's pretty. I'm going to go back into this shade right here. To use that to soften up the edge here, just like that. Ooh, that's a nice color. Okay, I'm gonna go into, let me wipe my eyeball for a second. Oh, there's a hole. I'm gonna go into this dark brown. Well, actually, it's almost black. Just put some of that on my lash line, and then a little bit right out here. So it looks like that's pretty. Right now, I think I've said this already too. The Morgan palette's currently my favorite Oden's eye palette, followed by the Jingle one, Rosy Jingle, followed by that one. But these are some nice, these purple shades, like them shimmers, are very pretty. I just want to, like, yeah, this is a look I would wear out. That is pretty. Okay, I think I want to do these shades on the other eye, but that's, I do want to bring, that's pretty. I do want to go back into this one again because they're so light. They're not like they're pigmented, but they're so light. I don't want to lose it. And go back into this middle one. And so we'll call that one. Do I want anything else in the lower lash line? I think I'll go dip into those two. I do have sparkles everywhere, but that's okay. All right, so we'll leave that eye alone. I might actually go into my translucent setting powder. Just to blend up there, but otherwise, that looks nice. All right, let's do the second eye. So that's one look. So we've used all 5 of these, plus this shade and this shade. And then from this palette, I did use this shade right here. So that's one look. Now we'll do the other side. And I'm gonna start this one out with this blue right here. Then we'll go into this one right here. Then I'm gonna go into this darker blue. Definitely pigment it. Okay, I do want to go back into this shade right here. So I can blend over the edge. I'm gonna go back into that blue actually and mix it with this one. I'm going to go into the orange right here. That one's pretty light. I thought it'd be darker, but kind of blending it here, up in here, and then over the blue. I don't know if you guys can see. Then I am going to go into this one and this one. And then I'm going to go into the orange here. So much glitter. Alright, I'm gonna go into this one and then this. Well, what one do I want to do first? I think actually. Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna go in the dark blue first, so we'll go into this one first. I feel like these ones are not as sparkly or shiny as the purple. It's a bright color, but there isn't as much sparkle. So we have that one there. Then I'm going to go into the teal looking one. So we have the teal at the front and the blue. I'm going to marry them together. Yeah, they don't have as much of that sparkle. Like even the purples in this one, they have more sparkle. So I'm probably going to go into this middle shade here, because if I'm going to make it so that I would actually wear it out, then we got to add. Here we go. See, we need to add something in there. Much better, much better. Okay. Now, I'm going to go into, oops, this shade right here. Then I'm going to go into setting powder. I'm gonna wash that one as well. Then I want to go into that dark brown black shade as well. Kind of mimic a little what I did on the other side. Something fell. Ugh. Bring me back. I'm going to go back a little bit into this one right here. And bring that over a little bit actually. Again, we want to make it so that it's a look that I would actually wear. I don't want to just like haphazardly just throw the shades on, be like, oh, I'm done, and then go wash it off. I actually want to like how it looks. This, now that I've added some of this color in here on the outside, like I did this side, it's more my speed. I will say, very pretty palette. Can I see me grabbing for this a lot? Not really. I'm not impressed so far. The mattes, yeah, they blend. They're nice. But I will say that so far, I'm not impressed with the two blue shimmers in here. They're not giving that oomph. Like the purple ones are all fine. They're giving what they need to give. So now it's making me wonder if these two are going to give. No, they're not. Pigment, sure. But they're not giving the sparkle. Most of the sparkle from this palette is going to come from this shade here and this one. This one's not bad. But yeah, this palette here is not giving the sparkle that I was hoping for. Still pretty. This came from a mystery box, so I'm still happy I have it. But really, for me to do any looks with this palette, because I like sparkle, I will end up having to use this shade to get that pop. Both are pretty though. I mean, it looks pretty. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there so I don't ruin it. Anyways, if I were to rate this out of a 10, I'd probably give it a 6. Again, the color story is pretty, but for me, I'm a neutral girl. The mattes blend nice. I'm giving it a 6 because it's not my color story, and the lack of pow from the shimmers. Mind you, this is one of the older, I don't know how old, but it's one of the older Oden's Eye palettes, so their shimmers, I think, have come a good distance since this palette. This one, however, I'm just wondering, should I, when I use this palette, will I get what I want from the shimmers? Maybe. I do like the looks of these ones better from this one. Am I done? I think so. Like I said, I don't want to ruin them. Let's see. There's no shifty shades. I definitely like the purple side better. Purple's my favorite color. It's one of my favorite colors. I'm going to spray my face. With the Turtur. Then I'll go over with a sponge. Yeah, the purple, purple is my favorite color, but I will say I do like the blue, how it isn't looking too pastel. And I think it's because of the help of the shade here. So it looks more like a teal gray blue. At least from my point of view, it looks more like a teal blue. Teal gray blue. Alright. But yeah, 6 out of 10. I like the packaging. The color story is pretty, but it's not my color story. The mattes blend nice, and they build nice. But the shimmers are very lackluster. They're more metallic, very soft. And again, it's because my expectations are, well, it's not like the expectation, but a little bit. I've been using a lot of palettes lately from indie brands that really give that pow for the shimmers, but this is very pretty. Lips, we're going to do the Lawless Forget the Filler in Velvets, because this one as well, I'm scraping it because I'm trying to get every last bit out of here. I did go ahead and order the House Labs bronzer because it came in stock. I've been trying to get it for the past year. And I did order 2 things with it, which you guys will see. One cheek product that's new, at least a new shade, and I do want to try it out. And one lip product that I already have, but I want a different color. This one I can't rate, but I'll probably rate it the same. Not my color story. Again, it came in a mystery box, but this will be fun to play with. Both these will be fun to play with other palettes, with each other. At least I know, like, hey, I need a pastel, like yellow, for instance. I have this. There's pastel blue, green, purple. Like, these palettes have colors that I don't have a lot of in my collection. So when I know that I need something, I can be like, oh, hey, that palette has it. Go grab it. For this palette, though, I can see me using it a lot to do a purple look. Maybe even like a look here. But again, it's not my favorite. It probably, these will never be my favorite, just because the color story why, and they are a bit lackluster for the shimmers. This one here, I already have 7 shades picked out that I will, that way down the road I'll pick out. That also came in the mystery box. I did get a good amount of goodies in the mystery box. Nothing that I already own, so that was nice. Okay, let's use for mascara. Essence. Lash Like a Boss. I wonder if they have this one in brown. This is one of my favorite mascaras too. I feel like a lot of my favorite mascaras all have like a very similar style of wand. All right. I just like it because I feel like this one gets like all my lashes and it isn't clumpy. I gotta go back to work tomorrow, guys. I'm on cooking shift. No, I'm not. I'm on sandwich shift tomorrow. And then I'm supposed to have Wednesday off, but I had 2 coworkers reach out to me last night. So one, I'm supposed to have Wednesday off and work Friday, but she has a doctor's appointment, and I was like, definitely yes for that. She asked if we could just switch shifts, so I work her Wednesday shift, she worked my Friday, and I was like, yeah, I'm down for that, but make sure our boss knows I'm not working both Wednesday and Friday. Like, let her know, make sure she understands you're asking to switch shifts with me, not have me work your shift Wednesday and mine Friday. I don't want an extra shift. So I was like, that's fine. But then as I was getting ready to go to sleep, my phone goes off. And I'm like, babe, is that your phone? He's like, no, that's you. I checked, of course, a text from another coworker asking me for not this Friday's shift, but next Friday's. She doesn't want to switch shifts with me. She wants my shift. And I'm like, take it up with the boss. Take it up with her. Let her know I'm okay with it. But if she says no, like, that's that. We have a couple of coworkers. They're restricted, right? They're in high school. So they're restricted, and they're not getting, 2 of them aren't getting hours. One, he doesn't give 2 shits, right? If he gets very many shifts or not, but someone else wants shifts. She's not getting them though. And she's not getting them because she is restricted because she's in school. Secondly, this is my assumption, but people are always bringing her name up, and I feel like that's why the boss isn't giving her more shifts after school or on the weekends. Anyway, she asked for my cooking shift for next Friday, and I said, again, I'm okay with it, but, again, take it up with the boss. And if she says no, well, I said there's a good chance or whatever, she'll probably say no. I mean, I really don't want to give the shift up, but I actually feel bad as well. Because I like the kid. And I feel like some people are just talking shit and giving her a hard time. But I also don't want our boss getting at me because she's already gotten at me for giving shifts away. It wasn't me giving shifts away. It's people asking me for my shifts and me not being like, yeah, okay. But again, they have to go through the boss. So at the end of the day, it's up to the boss. If she says, yeah, you can take Tammy's shift or that. It's not me going and looking for people to take my shifts. It's others coming and asking me. Anyways, she's on her own to go see, because I'm not asking. She says yes, she says yes, she says no, well, that's nothing I can do. All right, yeah, I definitely like the purple side more. I mean, actually the blue, if I would have done both sides, that would look nice with my hoodie. And then of course I have this t-shirt on underneath. Both from Walmart, guys. I know some of you are like, where do you get your t-shirts and your hoodies, Tammy? Walmart, men's section. Matt was gonna take me this weekend to go get more plans changed. But I think in the next couple of weeks I'm gonna go back to Walmart, get a couple more t-shirts, maybe one of each color, and a few more of the hoodies because they're affordable. Because I gotta go through all my clothes. I told Matt, just based on what we do, like work, and then like even at like days off, how we dress and stuff like that. I think it's time for me to adios to my closet, which may be hard because I like what's in there. But when am I gonna wear this stuff? I don't know how many sweaters. Do you think I wore any of them this winter? Probably two. You wanna know why? Because if I'm gonna wear a sweater, I throw a plain Jane hoodie on. So, as much as I really like the stuff, I don't want to keep something just because I like it if I'm not gonna wear it or use it. And that goes beyond just clothing. Like, I've actually been contemplating, not really with my makeup, but with just other things. I'm trying to, just like with my spending, I'm trying to cut back on what makeup I'm bringing in. I want to make sure whatever makeup I'm bringing in is because I actually want it, not I'm getting it just so I can show you guys. I want to make sure any makeup that I buy, I'm buying it because I want to use it, because I want it. No, not for any other reason. So going beyond like makeup, it's the same thing with like planners and books and notepads and pens and perfume, body care, skincare, footwear. Like we have to go through that closet. My kitchen, I got to go through the kitchen and get rid of the things that I don't use that's out there. Is it nice to have dishes? Yes. But we tend to use the same things over and over again. So it's like there's plenty of things out in our kitchen that we can let go of. We have a roaster. We use our roaster maybe once a year. I'd rather just buy one of those throwaway ones for the one time a year that we're going to use it. It's taking up space. I mean, do we need to get into a video about this? Do we? Maybe. Yeah. My closet though. Because like what, like you don't, your home's not a storage unit. That's what I was trying to get to. My home is not a storage unit. I don't want to buy things just so I can store them somewhere and then never use them again. So I feel like our home would feel I want to like kind of like declutter slowly throughout this year. Let things go. Like for instance, again, if I go back to my perfumes, I have perfumes that are my favorites. They're my go-tos. For like my Burberry. I love this. I feel like summer, winter, fall, I use this. I'm going to repurchase that one, but I have other ones where I only use specific time of the year. One of my favorite nighttime fragrances, I've already gone through a full one. This is my second one. Is the Rare Beauty. This one's the Find Comfort Hair and Body Mist. This is my favorite one. I have the newer one too. I feel like the sprayer on that one kind of sucks. That one smells nice as well. But like these are two of my things. Daytime and then going to bed. I have other perfumes I like. Like if I were to buy another one that's full size, it's going to be this Carolina Herrera. This one doesn't spray. It's down to here. But if I'm having perfume, it's these two. And then there's one other one, but it's in my bag for work because it's such a good one. But there's things like, why do I have all these perfumes when I have favorites? I'm not going to get rid of them. My intention is to use the one, like perfumes I have up. But it's like, I don't want to keep buying stuff just to, it takes up space. I regret buying this thing. It is down to here now. This is one of those ones. Do you guys layer perfumes just to try and get them used up? Like, I have some that I really like. Oh, this is an hour and 20 minutes. We cannot do this right now. Because you guys will be like, holy crap, that's supposed to be a get ready with me. But I don't know how long of a video it would be if I did my layering thing. Like, I have 2 bottles of juice. I like this. This one is down to here, so I know I'm using it. I have another one. It's from Commodity. Again, this one is a good one to just spray on and go to work. But did I need 2 bottles of this when I don't love it? I really like it. I also have Commodity Milk and I have Commodity Book. And I got them because they were so cheap off of Ipsy. The juice one's probably my favorite, followed by the milk one. I don't know. I'm going to get out of here. I say that because, like, I've been looking at the perfumes that I have. I don't have a lot, but I have enough. And yeah, I find myself trying to use things up. So I'm like doing different concoctions of different sprays and whatnot. But I definitely have favorites. So it's like, why continue to buy things when I have favorites, especially like that. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. This is the final look. I like it. I feel like my skin's looking... It's definitely glowy. Anyways, what side's your favorite? I feel like with the hoodie, the blue side is definitely my favorite. But the purple is my favorite. I mean, I do like how the blue turned out. Let me know. I'm gonna go drink my cold coffee. If you guys made it to the end, let me know what side you like better. And if you haven't done so yet, please hit the like and subscribe button. We are aiming for 1,000 subscribers. I said I didn't care if I didn't get there or not. You know what? I do care. Because at first I didn't think I was even going to get as far as I have with subscribers. So you know what? Let's try and get to 1,000 subscribers. If that's as far as it goes, that's as far as it goes. If you like get ready with me, chit chatties, you know, knowing a little bit about me, hit the subscribe and like button, guys. Let's get this channel growing. Or not. Anyways, I thank guys for watching, and until tomorrow, I need to figure out what palette I want to use tomorrow. One that came in, was it last month's Ipsy box? The Girlactic. I'm thinking we'll use this one. It's very cool tone, it's mauve-y, it's neutral. Looks pretty. The shimmers do look like they're muted shimmers, except for this one right here. So that's probably going to be one that I possibly top on other ones to amp them up. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe this one. If not, well, you'll have to wait and see what I end up using tomorrow. But I thank you guys for watching, hanging out with me, and until next time, have a good week.